You guys should please really like this video. I can't tell when you guys like a video, so you actually have to tell me so I know when you like a video. It's very important. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Queen. Here I talk about psychological and physical health and how both of these are connected. If this is something that you are interested in, then remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you know the next time a new video is released. Now, like I've said before, this channel is for personal growth, self-enhancement, self-improvement, and all of that, things that I just want to share with you my growth, what I used to grow or how I'm growing and my transition and everything. And I want you guys to share with me how you're changing and how you're growing and that sort of thing. That's the vibe I'm trying to create here, to just help everyone be a better version of themselves. And for today, I have decided to talk about my journey and my relationship with food. Now, food is something that is very personal to a lot of people. And for some people, they don't really care. It's like, oh, food is food, I'm eating and that's it, let's go. But for me, it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like, oh, food is food, let's eat, let's go, let's get it moving. I remember vividly, right, when I was very young, I did not like eating anything. My diet was just strictly, at least the things that I wanted to eat, not the things that I was forced to eat. I was just interested in cheese balls, sandwich, bananas, and malt and milk. That was it. Like, that was it. There was nothing extra. Maybe like sweets and stuff, but that was it. Cheese balls, malt and milk, banana, and sandwich. That was all I wanted to eat. And of course, now my mom is Nigerian. There is no bloody way I'll eat just 4 things in my life. I used to be forced to eat like the food that she cooks, obviously, because who would just let somebody eat only 4 things? And I remember that I used to cry and complain that I don't want to eat and that my belly hurts. And I used to throw a whole tantrum. My mom really tried though. She really tried. Like, I used to make so much fuss about not wanting to eat. And then there was also one time that my mom took me to the doctor. I actually remember. And she was complaining that I don't eat. She didn't know why I wasn't eating. I just was not interested in eating. And she was like, why am I not eating? There's something wrong. And the doctor was just like, it's a phase. She'll grow out of it and all of that. But I didn't go out of it until a long time. Like, and nobody even forced me to go out of it. I just sort of changed on my own. And this change happened in junior secondary school when I went to boarding school. My second year of boarding school, JSS2. I don't know what happened, no, but suddenly I wanted to stop. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, it looks in my head. I just wanted to stop looking like fragile and frail, because everyone, when I was at home before I entered boarding school, everyone was just like, oh, Queen, you're short, Queen, you're small, Queen is not growing tall, because my sister is very tall, my dad is tall, my mom is tall. I was the only like I'm still the shortest person in my house. I was the only short, like, I was really small. So I just wanted to stop looking small. My friends were tall. I was just tiny, and it was offending me, it was upsetting me. So I wanted to eat so that I can be as strong as the boys and be tall and grow and all of that. I remember that's exactly what happened. I just felt if I eat more, then I'll grow tall and stop looking like plastic or something that if breeze blow, she'll just fly away. Yeah, that's why I actually changed. I think that's what caused the change, and I was like, I need to start eating. Let me tell you one funny story. My son was so embarrassed. I can't believe I'm saying this like for everyone to hear, but I'll say it anyways. In my high school, right, we have like head of tables, like 10 people on the table, and then there's a senior in like SS3 that heads the table so that everybody does not run mad and eat each other's food. So my senior, right, he used to eat like 2 wraps of eba, or sometimes 3, depending on what they give, like 2 wraps or 3 wraps of whatever it is, swallow they give us. And you know, now as per me that I didn't eat before, I couldn't eat like even one, I would complain. But we see when I hit this JSS2, in my head, in my head, right, I was competing with my senior. I did not tell my senior, not tell anybody, but in my own personal head, obviously. In my own head, right, I was competing with my senior. So every time he eats 2 wraps, my aim is to at least eat 1.5 or 2, depending on how well I can take it that day. So if he eats 3, I'll try and eat 2.5. And that's how this thing was going. So this particular day, I think that day he ate like 2 wraps and I ate like 1.5 wraps of, I think it was eba or semo. I can't remember what it was, but it was swallowed. And then when I was done, I lit. I picked up my plate. Oh Lord! I picked up my plate and I licked it. And then someone called my sister because we're in the same high school. Someone called my sister. I was like, "Have you seen your sister?" The things I have done. But I don't think my son will ever forgive me for that behavior. But my own agenda was not, I did not care about what was going on around me. My agenda was to eat 1.5 wraps of eba or 1.5 wrap of eba that day because he ate 2. And my plan was to clean my plate and not leave any residue. And I think that time they were preaching something about if you waste food, you are wasteful, and God doesn't like wasteful people. So I think the combination of me wanting to compete with my senior, me wanting to stop looking fragile, and me not wanting to be a wasteful Christian, all of that combined to me licking my plate. It was very fascinating. Anyways, fast forward to senior secondary school. I think I was like around between the ages of 14 and 16, somewhere around there. The thing now that started happening in senior secondary school was that my friends, like I said, were taller than me. But not only were they tall, they were very slim. Like they had this like slim figure, they were like really developed, and they just looked so pretty to me. Like, how can they be so tall and so slim and they are eating and everything is okay? While me, I'm eating and honestly, in my eyes, right, I did not look good at all. So this became a much more like I'm laughing now, but it was actually, I was putting my life in danger. It became a much more serious problem for me between SS1 and SS3. I started eating my food as per normal, and sometimes I would even eat more. And the reason why I used to eat more was not because I wanted to be strong like I initially wanted, was because I figured if I eat more, right, I could throw up some of it, and then what is left will make me appear slim. It is a very weird concept, I understand, but that's exactly how it was in my head. So I wanted to eat my normal portion of food or even greater, so that by the time I end up throwing up some of it, it will be sufficient enough to give me strength and then give me a very nice figure. And this went on for like a very long time. Like sometimes I would succeed in throwing up, sometimes I would not succeed in throwing up, and it was just a weird psychological thing that was going on in my mind, which is why when people are talking about, oh, somebody should just eat more, somebody should just eat more, or somebody should just eat less, it's not that easy, because if someone's psychology is not changed, then there's not much you can do about it. So yeah, during this period, although not many people knew, I think only one of my friends knew that I was doing this, because I can't even believe I'm going to say this out loud, because I was like, oh, this is what I'm doing. Let's go and do it together. Like, let's eat our food and let's go and I actually told my friend this. I told her, let's go and let's eat. And after we're done eating, let's go and throw up. I can't even believe it. Anyhow. But like, yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. And then after secondary school, after graduation, I was home for a while. I started working out like a crazy person. The problem is I was working out in a very unhealthy way, and I also wasn't eating. Like I said, my aim was to be tall and slim. Like, I wanted the slim figure to be tall and all of that. Because my sister actually looks that way. My sister is tall and she has like the flat belly and the whole like hourglass figure. She has like amazing square broad shoulders. Like, she's absolutely gorgeous. And then me, I was just small and short and just looked like I said, wind would blow me away. So I started working out like a crazy person, and I was not eating. Like, my mom asked me, oh, Queen, have you had breakfast? Because I have working parents, so obviously they have to go to work. And I'm 16, so I can clearly take care of myself. I will not eat breakfast. And I mean, I don't normally eat breakfast anyways. I'm not a breakfast person. But like, I will not eat breakfast, I will not eat lunch. And if you enter me, I will not eat dinner. I will just drink water or drink tea, and that was it. And my mom like, oh, I've eaten. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I've eaten. And then early in the morning, around like 5:30, 6:30, somewhere around there, I'll start running around my estate. My estate was big, and this small human being start running around the estate, until one day, So I woke up in the morning on this particular day and I started doing my running, of course, like normal. And yes, let me point out that I wasn't even doing I wasn't doing any strength training exercises or anything that will build my muscle. Nothing. Straight up cardio. Cardio, and core workouts, like abs workouts. It was abs, cardio, abs. That was it. And if I had to do squats, it was because it was like a HIIT exercise. That was all I was doing. Cardio, abs, and HIIT exercise. So imagine someone that is not eating, someone that is doing cardio, and someone that is doing HIIT exercise. Just imagine. So this is I was running. I was running back to my house and I was very close, like probably 2 buildings away, like 2 houses or 3 houses away from my house. I just could not see again. Like I just stopped running because I couldn't see anything. And I was running on the road. I stopped in the middle of the road and sat down in the middle of the road because I could not see, I could not hear. The whole place was dizzy. Everything just blacked out. Like I could hear very faint sounds, but it was like I wasn't breathing. I was so scared for my life that day. I thought I was going to die. Anyways, after like laying down for a few minutes, probably like 30 minutes, because I couldn't move, I just slowly walked to my house and I had breakfast and I went to sleep. And I think after that, I didn't work out for like another 6 months for like another 6 months, I didn't work out again because I was so scared of feeling that way. Maybe to like a year, for like 6 months to a year, I didn't work out again. I was very scared. I thought I was going to die. And it gave me so much anxiety to restart my fitness journey, like in a healthy way. When I was about to start it again, like in a more controlled environment, like in a proper environment with like better diet and all that, I was so scared that if I start running now, I will faint. And it didn't occur to me that it was because I wasn't eating. To me, what I was eating was sufficient enough to keep my body standing. It was enough to keep me alive. So what was the point of like what was the point? Anyways, let's fast forward to like my 20s. When I got to uni, right? Like I said, from like junior high, my aim has always been to be strong, but I didn't know how to do it. So when I got here, I started learning how to like eat better, sleep better, and actually enjoy my food. Like I started enjoying my food, and not just for like, oh, Queen, you need to eat to stay alive, but Queen, this is your food, it is yours. Enjoy the food, eat as much as you want. Nobody's going to stop you, nobody's going to attack you. It's yours. Freely enjoy your food. And that's when I started learning how to eat properly here and how to actually work out in a proper environment without actually trying to kill yourself. So yeah, throughout this like period of time, like from when I was really young to where I am right now, I can see like change in my life from the point of view of my eating and my relationship with food. You should not just eat for the sake of eating, but you should eat for the sake of nourishment, for the sake of health, for the sake of communication, for the sake of maturity. Don't limit your palate. I mean, there are some people who have very sensitive digestive tracts, but if that's not the case and you are healthy, don't limit your palate. Find something that speaks to your soul, speaks to your mind, speaks to your body. Be very open to trying out new food and trying out new food in different environments and trying out food with different people, because food brings people together. Food brings spirits together. I know it's weird, but like food actually is a whole form of communication on its own with yourself and with the people around you. So I just wanted to share this story. I hope you guys found it funny as much as I did. I mean, there were very, very unhealthy parts about this, about like in my relationship with food along my life journey. But I'm so happy to be in a better place right now. And my plan is to actually get stronger and more in tune with my body, that I know what my body wants and view food even in a better light. So always learning about food, always like willing to try something new. If you enjoyed this, remember to give this video a like and also share this video. If you know someone who has like a very similar story to mine, or someone who is going through something similar, then share this video with them. You don't know. I mean, nothing. My point of telling stories is that nothing is permanent, and if you need to change something, it has to be from up here. Like I always say all the time, Your view and your perspective towards everything, or your reaction to things, is from how you think. So you have to find a healthy way in treating yourself when it comes to food, your health, your, I don't know, money, anything. Always choose the healthy part for you and let it come from up here. Everything you need to know concerning this video is in the description box below, including my social media handle in case you want to follow me in any of the social media platforms. Like always, if you have anything you would like me to talk about or any story that you'd be interested in hearing, then let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll try and make it happen as soon as I can. And I'm really glad there's a place for me to actually share stories like this to encourage somebody else. And I hope to see you guys again in the next video. Be safe.